Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics, coming to you from the bunker in my bedroom, in my closet basically. I normally shoot these videos in my dining room, but yeah, I've got company visiting this week and just the kids are home from school, and it's just kind of chaos, so felt it's a little bit better and more private to be in my closet, where I keep most of my comic books. As you can see, the boxes behind me. So yeah, I just wanted to go into the books that are coming out next Wednesday, July 3rd, kind of highlight what I'm looking at and targeting that I think looks pretty good to pick up. And yeah, a couple books I got in the mail. This is I got this in the mail today, actually. This is the Comics Elite Immortal Hulk number 19. This is the Mike Deodato Red Virgin, they call it, I guess. So he did a sketch of Immortal Hulk, and then they put it on this red background. I'm kind of a sucker for a red cover, anyways, and I just really liked this. It looked nice. There's only 500 copies made. It was $40. I think Comics Elite was the website that exclusively sold this, so you can only buy it through them. And it sold out pretty quickly. I think it sold out the same day that it was listed for sale. And I've got number 346 of 500. So it comes with a COA, which is kind of cool. Came in beautiful shape, so I'm happy with it. I think it's just a really, really nice cover. And also, number 19, this was a couple stores were selling this. This is the Riccardo Federici variant. This is the trade dress. So there's only 3,000 of these. A little bit easier to get. You can still buy this on eBay for like $20 to $25. I think I got this for like $15. But I like this one too. Nice red cover, and again, like I said, I'm a red and black cover. I'm kind of a sucker for. So just thought this was a really nice looking book, and I think I've shown this on a video before too. So that might look familiar. Also, I think I've shown this as well, but I really like this cover a lot. This Kiss. This is Kiss the End, number 3. This is the Stuart Sager cover, Virgin. Yeah, these are like 1 in 10s. I think 1 in 10 or 1 in 20. So yeah, maybe $10 this cost. Really nice cover though. I think I've been reading the story. The story's okay. I just think these covers are fantastic. They're just like pieces of artwork. So I'm not a huge Kiss fan, but there's a lot of Kiss fans out there, so I'm sure I'm going to try to collect that series of Virgin covers, and I'm sure one day it won't be hard to sell them if I ever want to sell them. All right, so let's jump into it here. Midtown release for next Wednesday, the 3rd. First off, we got Black Hammer, Age of Doom, number 11. I've been collecting that series, basically just the A covers. There's an A and a B cover for each issue. Both covers are nice, but I tend to just buy the A cover. Jeff Lemire, one of the best writers out there in my opinion, and I've really been enjoying the Black Hammer series. I've basically collected every issue. I think the only one I don't have is I don't have the San Diego Comic-Con variant of number 1, which is, you know, that's the book to have. That's super expensive now. I think it's like a $300 to $400 book. And if you can find one ungraded, that's pretty hard. Most of them are graded now. So, yeah, Black Hammer, that's supposed to be developed eventually, probably into a TV show. I can't see them doing a movie with this, but a TV show kind of like Doom Patrol, where there's some funny aspects to it. I definitely could see that on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or one of those type of channels. I don't know if it's been picked up specifically by Netflix or any of those networks yet, or streaming services, but that's definitely one that is optioned, and I definitely could see that on a TV series. So I think that was all I saw from Dark Horse. DC, Batgirl 36, the B cover, Middleton. It's not bad. Not his best work, I don't think. So I don't think I picked that. I don't think I pre-ordered that one. It's hard to know what you pre-order and what you don't after a while. Deceased number 3, that's definitely a book I've pre-ordered. The B and the C cover are the ones that I purchased. So you've got a nice Matina cover. And you've got an homage to a horror homage to The Nun there with Superman. I think that looks pretty cool. So those I definitely pre-ordered. I think that will be in. I mean, it's the first 2 issues were great. I love the writing on it, so I'm looking forward to that next issue. Deathstroke number 45, B cover by Finch. Pretty nice. Deathstroke's been really good. I mean, I think Christopher Priest is doing an excellent job on writing. I pretty much enjoy every issue. I don't think it's the best thing DC's doing, but I definitely think it's very solid. And it's just about every issue has a nice B cover too, so it's definitely something worth keep collecting, I think. Green Lantern number 9. I like that B cover by Jeff DeCall, very nice. I've not been collecting Green Lantern. I collected the first couple issues, the Matina covers. I guess I couldn't get into the writing style. I don't know. It was okay. I didn't think it was groundbreaking or fantastic. I really liked Green Lantern when you had Jeff Johns writing it and you had Ethan Van Sciver doing the artwork. That still is my favorite series, is when those 2 guys were collaborating. Now Jeff Johns is still doing Doomsday Clock. He's been on that for the last year, over a year, and I think he still has 2 more issues to pump out. So I'm a big fan of Jeff Johns. I like Jeff Johns. I think he's definitely one of the best writers out there, especially for DC. And Ethan Van Sciver, I don't think he does any more DC work. He's totally independent now. But I kind of missed that collaboration between the 2. I thought they did a really good job. If you don't have those Green Lantern Rebirth series by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver, I would definitely recommend that you go out and buy that. It's excellent. If not the original issues, at least the trade dress. All right. Nice Harley Quinn cover by Cho. I like that. It's kind of cool. Justice League 27. That might be worth buying. There's been a lot going on with Justice League, with some new developments with this Year of the Villain. There's likely to be something being revealed here. I know with 25 and 26, you had Lex Luthor's return, some of his new powers. What was her name? The villain. I can't remember it. My memory's bad, but yeah, I think it's been worth picking up. So at least the A cover might be worth picking up there. Lois Lane number 1. I like that Frizzen cover. I mean, I really debated almost buying that. I almost pulled the trigger on the pre-orders, but didn't. So that you could see some heat on that book. I mean, it is a beautiful cover, but I can't see myself buying a Lois Lane comic book, to be honest. I think it would be lame. Lois Lame. Dynamite Entertainment. Charlie's Angels. Yeah. It's kind of a cool Virgin cover, though. Charlie's Angels versus the Bionic Woman. Yeah. I guess you got to be into those old movie properties. I don't know why. They don't sell very well normally, I don't think, so I don't know why Dynamic buys the rights to that. I don't think it's that profitable to them, but a lot of Red Sonjas, IDW doing reprints on Amber Blake. I didn't buy that. I guess I kind of wish I had, because those books are expensive now. Those B covers especially, they're like $80 to $100 books now. But they're magazine style. Those Batman Dams, I can't keep them with all my other comic books. I have to keep them separately. So I don't like magazine size anything. That's the only problem, I think, with that Amber Blake for me, is I probably just didn't like the fact that it was magazine size. Samurai Jack Lost Worlds number 2. I do like that incentive cover. It's kind of cool. Very nice. Let me click on that so you can get a little better view. Yeah, really nice. Kind of a snow scene there. It's pretty cool looking. I don't collect that series, but I thought that was a nice looking cover. I think that does it for IDW. Image. I used to collect Postal. I think I collected the first 10 or 12 issues of Postal. It was okay. Kind of just lost interest in it. It was all right, though. But it looks like they're redoing a new series there. Postal Deliverance number 1. There's a B cover. So I know you've got a new Mark Miller book coming out, Space Bandits #1. I did pre-order that just to try it out. I think just the A cover on that, just to see if it was any good. Mark Miller for me is hit and miss. I love Scalera's artwork. I collected a lot of the Black Science that Scalera did. I really like the artwork, but Miller is really good sometimes and really sucks. So I have no idea which Mark Miller will show up here with Space Bandits, but I did like Magic Order. That was his last series that he did. Oh, I take that back. He's also done Sharky the Bounty Hunter, which I didn't really like that. So that's kind of how it goes. So maybe this one will be good. I liked Magic Order. I didn't really care for Sharky the Bounty Hunter. And now Space Bandits, maybe I'll like. So it's kind of like every other one. It's usually decent. So I have high hopes for this. We'll see if it's any good. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll get this pretty soon here in my pre-orders. And there's several covers there to pick from. Thumbs #2. I think I'm picking that up as well. I picked up the first issue. Just heard a buzz about it, that the writing was really good on it. So I thought I'd pick that up. If you're into Walking Dead, 192 is the special commemorative edition, which is basically a reprint. So you may want to grab that if you're a Walking Dead fan. I kind of gave up on that series a while ago. I did pick up 192, the A cover, just to try it out, see if see what happens there. I know I'm not going to give the spoiler away, but obviously something significant happens. Well, if you look at that cover right there, I guess you know. Big reveal there, right? But 193, that might be worth picking up because there'll be some aftermath from that 192 issue that might be worth checking out. That does it for Image. Moving on to Marvel. Arrow #1. I mean, there's some really nice covers. I don't know much about the writer. I don't know anything about this series or this character, but I really like this Anceletto cover. I mean, that's probably my favorite cover of the group. But of course, that's the most expensive one. It looks like it's a 1 for 50 variant. So, yeah, I like that cover. I mean, it's pretty sweet looking. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be some heat on that. Not too many Marvel books. I've been collecting. I pre-ordered all these Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys the Marvel History #5, mainly because it's Zafino covers. I love Geraldo Zafino and his artwork, so I've been basically picking these up for cover, but the writing on it is tedious. I've just not been really into the storyline that much, so yeah, I don't even know if I'll read that. We'll see. Fantastic Four Prodigal Son. You got a nice Miko Suyan cover. It's kind of cool. He's definitely becoming a more popular artist. Peter David, that could be decent. It might be worth giving a try. Immortal Hulk #20. Definitely I've pre-ordered these way in advance, so I definitely pre-ordered all the A covers. I'm not too sure if I'm picking up any of the B covers. I don't think I did, but yeah, it's kind of a cool carnageized cover, right, of the Hulk. It's kind of cool. By Nick Bradshaw. He does pretty good work. It's kind of a nice cover. Moving on. Oh, New Mutants '98 facsimile edition. So if you don't own an original copy of New Mutants '98, you can pick up the reprint. I think I might pick this up just to have a reading copy. I have a CGC graded 9.6 of this book, but obviously I can't open it and read it, so it'd be kind of nice to have a facsimile edition just to have on hand to read if I ever want to read it. Not a bad idea. I wish they were $1 though. That's Marvel's good at making money, I'll tell you that much. Let's see here. Move on down the list. Savage Avengers. Kind of a nice Simon Bianchi cover. Very nice. Haven't been really collecting that series. About does it for Marvel. I'm not collecting too much of Marvel these days. Just a few titles here and there. Independence. A lot of independent books. Yeah, there wasn't much on the list. I'll go over an independent. I talked last week about an independent that I picked up. I'll go over that. It's been really heating up lately. It might be on the top 10 list this week with CBSI. We'll see. I'll go over that in a second, though. Came out on a Wednesday. This might be worth picking up occasionally. There's new artists, new writers that are premiered in these, so you never know. I mean, down the road, you could see a particular writer or artist hit it big, and this might be one of the first things that they did. So they kind of try out new people in these. Yeah, I mean, for $1.69, it's kind of it's a low cost investment. All right, Lady Death, all this kind of stuff. Lookers, there's the porn comics. Nasty Pills. Sometimes these Amigo books get pretty hot. That one's kind of like a crime noir type of comic book. So, you know, if you're into that genre, that might be worth checking out. Amigo Comics definitely does low print runs, so I imagine the print run on that's probably only a couple thousand. So I don't know if it'll sell out. Lately, it seems like even the independents are having a hard time selling books. At least it seems that way. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know why these Soulfires sold out. I guess they're Wizard World editions, limited print runs maybe. Yeah, Michael Turner. Boy, they're still churning out Michael Turner work. He's been dead for 5 years, I think. He still has artwork coming out. I don't know how the heck they do that, but he must have a big sketch catalog. And I know, I think his team there probably recreates a lot of it as well. I think that's what's going on. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Zorro, yeah, I think that might be it for independence. Yeah, we're into trade paperbacks now. So that's kind of what I had to show for next week, what's coming out. The other thing I wanted to highlight real quick was a book that's really, really hot. And it's Canto, which my video last Wednesday, I indicated that I thought this book would get pretty hot. There's the A cover. That's going easily for $10 to $15, maybe even $20 on eBay right now. And the one that's really on fire is the 1 in 10 edition, which I highlighted on my video last Wednesday. I thought this was a really good looking cover. I definitely ordered one through Midtown for $15, and this thing is selling right now for $80 on eBay. I think there's one listing for $80 and another one for maybe $75. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to get any cheaper than that, or at least not right now. Now, when this book comes out, maybe by tomorrow or Friday, you could see some sales, and maybe you can pick it up for a little cheaper. But this is a hot book. I think this character, I just think there's some heat to it. It's kind of like a combination of Wizard of Oz, with what was the other? Yeah, the description on it. It was kind of like a cross between Wizard of Oz and it's about kind of like kind of has a Tim Burton feel to it, I would say. Yeah, so it's kind of like a fantasy Tim Burton. Yeah, Dante's Inferno and Wizard of Oz. That was it. So that's kind of that type of story. I think it's going to be a really hot book. So that B cover, that incentive cover, don't be surprised if that's over $100 at some point. I don't know what the print run on this book is. That remains to be seen. But right now, that's like a $75, $80 book, that B cover. So kind of glad I picked it up. I had a feeling about it, and sure enough, I was right. So I'll be more than happy to admit when I'm wrong too, which is quite often. So that one I was dead on the money on. So that's definitely one I'm glad I was able to grab. All right, guys, that's all I have for New Comic Book Day today. I'm going to be on a live chat tonight broadcast tonight with metaphorical speculation. So please check that out. We might also have a special guest joining us who is a big comic book YouTuber. He's got one of the highest amount of subs. He has a channel I wish I had. He's got a lot of subscriptions. I still haven't cracked 1,000 yet. So he's done very, very well. He's 7,000 plus. So some of you might be able to guess from that, but I can't promise he'll be on tonight on that broadcast, but I'm gonna try to get him on. Again, it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're gonna be having that broadcast, and it's on the YouTube channel Metaphorical Speculation. It's META, the number 4, ICKAL speculation. So make sure you check that out. We're going to be talking comics, movies, several different topics. It's entertaining. Last time we went like 2 hours, we went a little too long. So we're going to try to keep it to about an hour, but I think it'll be kind of fun. So I'd like to see you guys tune in and check us out. All right, guys, have a great week. I will post another video on Friday with the top 10 list. Thanks.